Okay, so it seems like a lot has changed ever since the whole VShojo stuff first kicked off, and obviously, we've been covering quite a bit of Zentreya over on this channel, with her pretty much struggling to, kind of cope with a lot of the stuff that kind of came from a lot of the VShojo fallout and everything like that. Now, it seems like, though, we have some good news to do with Zentreya, and also for a lot of the VShojo members, as it seems like they are back on top in terms of VTubing, and have actually, kind of grown massively. Now, let's just get into it, because obviously Stream Charts actually dropped their Q2 English-speaking VTubers, which essentially breaks down some of the most popular VTubers from April to June. And we have a full top 10 kind of list here, and there's a really big mix of different people. Obviously, from number 10 being Nimi, number 9 being Henya, obviously the first ex-VShojo streamer. Obviously, great to see that Henya is up there. We got Iris EN, we've also got Baru, we've got Gigi, we've got Shy Lily at number 5 as well. We've got Mori Calliope at number 4. Number 3, ironmouse. Great to see, obviously, considering everything that's happened. Bijo at number 2, and then also Zentreya at number 1, sorry. Number 1, yeah. So obviously that is great to see that, Zentreya is still killing it, because I'm pretty sure she's been at the top for quite a while in terms of the monthly stream charts that have been coming out, and now she's finished on top in Q2, which is great to see, as this is a very much of a very different kind of outcome. Many people obviously were very worried that they weren't going to be able to make it as an independent and things, and obviously I know this is like a little bit during the transition of VShojo, but obviously a lot of people were worried, like mainly the talent from VShojo, that they weren't able to kind of provide the same stuff as an indie VTuber, and that maybe they weren't going to get the same kind of audience. But obviously this proves that even if they do go indie and you do have an established audience, which Zentreya, ironmouse and Henya all do have, then you can still make it even after leaving the agency. And obviously they were huge VTubers in the first place anyways, so I don't think there's really any doubt to do with that. Now obviously a lot of people have also been talking about this over on r/virtual YouTubers, obviously talking about the most popular VTubers in the second quarter. So 3 of the ex-Shoujo girls are there. I'm happy. As I said, Gigi popping off, and this is before the Fever Dream that was her 3D debut. GG for Gigi. So not gonna lie, I thought she was gonna fall behind. A vocal powerhouse, an artist with a unique accent, a violinist who's creative with OBS. Meanwhile, Gigi was just strange. And then she streamed a bunch, and look at her now. The strangeness was her weapon. Chemistry with other members is off the charts. Master of bids, calculated chaos, absolute mad lads. Obviously, a lot of people have been enjoying Gigi's content. So it seems very similar to Fauna in that her subs aren't the highest in her gen, but she has an extremely dedicated fan base that tunes in with high numbers each stream, which, yeah, obviously great. We can keep going down as well. To some other kind of comments as well. So in question, do these accounts for VOD hours, or is this just concurrent viewers / hours streamed? It's an edit from the website. It looks like the charts are based on average views and hours streamed. So yeah, that is what they are based on. It is not based off of VOD hours, I don't think. It is literally purely based on the live numbers of the average viewers, and obviously how long they streamed for. I still haven't got used to how Baru is a VTuber now. I'm surprised people don't consider him one. I used to watch him, but I don't use Twitch anymore. I was there when he was a dedicated, when he debuted his VTuber model with the anime girl holding the panda. Since he was an active and self-proclaimed VTuber, I watched him. I wasn't aware of the change in streaming style and never updated my mental image of him. Which is quite funny. So most of those don't really make sense by either recent events or them doing directly well. I'm surprised Nimia's on there. She's done really well since the debut, more so than I thought. I said, way to go, Bijo. Obviously if you say, did they stop tweeting the most popular VTubers and just switch to tweeting about the top English-speaking VTubers? They still tweet the weekly most popular, but it looks like they only do English-speaking for quarterly. Now, obviously, yeah, there is other reports up on their website. It isn't just English-speaking VTubers. They do also report, other ones if you like kind of look up the different categories. But I think over on the actual Twitter page itself, they only go into the English-speaking ones. Which is definitely interesting, but obviously, as you can see here, there's also some other kind of statistics of how VTubers have been doing recently, including obviously the hours watched of VTubers. You can see here that it's gone down very, very slightly. Nothing to really be concerned about there. So again, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it went from 516 million to 507 million. It's pretty much still the same. Obviously, they're saying it's largely stable. So again, not much has changed since Q1 and Q4 last year. Obviously, as well, we've got the gender and country distributions for VTubers. This is the VTubers themselves, not the watchers. I got confused last time. I thought it was the watchers, but no, they're obviously, as you can see here, it is 73%, 73.7% female, 24.8% male, 0.2% others, and 1.3% organization. So yeah, very interesting there. And obviously the split between nationalities in VTubers is pretty night and day. Obviously 37% of Japan, and then 18.3% USA. Obviously the UK is there at a 2.3%, which is quite surprising. Obviously, yeah, South Korea, Canada, the next ones, and also just 23% others. Which, yeah, obviously there's a big mix of different kind of genders and different kind of countries involved with VTubing, which is great. Obviously, it's still evolving in other places too. And also the most important one, which obviously we talk about quite a bit on this channel, which is platforms. And, obviously I've talked about how YouTube censorship has affected VTubers and how Twitch has affected VTubers. It looks like, obviously, Twitch is, 62.2%, so still the biggest platform for streaming for VTubers. YouTube's at 35.5%, Kick is at 1.2%, Chuzuk is at 0.6% and 0.5% for others. Obviously, they put down here below saying more VTuber creators are embracing Twitch, which now hosts over 60% of active channels. Correspondingly, YouTube share, the platform where VTubing originated, has decreased as creators diversify their presence, which, yeah, it's very interesting to me. Maybe this due to the rise of like multi-streaming and things. But I would have thought more people would have been going over to places like YouTube because of what's been going on at Kick at the moment with people losing their viewers. But again, maybe, some people just don't really care about that, which, is definitely interesting. Obviously, as well, it's by hours watched. So obviously, this is by the amount of channels that are active. And then this is by how much people actually watch. And it seems like YouTube are much more dedicated in terms of watching with 64% or 64.1% of hours watched. Whereas Twitch only has 26.9%. Chizuk has 6.1%. And Soap Korea has 2.5%, which, yeah, very interesting. Also, we've got the agency proportion by viewership. Obviously, this is probably set to change soon. I don't know why they still included this. Obviously, due to the fact of VShojo not being around anymore, it says 3.2%. I mean, they've got literally no one left, so that should be 0. But I guess, obviously, due to it covering from April to June, it might involve a little bit of VShojo there. Obviously, as well, we've got some other groups, including HoloLive, who are 25.1%. But it seems like independents are taking over now with 33.8%, which is very, very good to see. As well, we've got Niji Sanji at 16.6%. Mythic Talent have 3.3% of VTubers, which is very interesting. And then also we've got people like FaZe Connect with 0.6%, which is obviously in terms of watch hours. So yeah, interesting. They say in Q2 2025, VTuber agency viewership saw minimal changes compared to the previous quarter, likely reflecting a relative stabilization of the market. So yeah, HoloLive continued to strengthen its position in Q2, modestly increasing its share total of VTuber viewership. The agency's sustained growth is supported by strategic expansions, including the establishment of Cover USA's office in Los Angeles, which has enabled more collaborations with major brands. So yeah, I mean, that's great. As well, obviously, we got the most watched VTubers in terms of, I think this is watched hours, and I think this is like worldwide, not just EL. Includes obviously Japanese streamers. Obviously, you see Miko is up here at 12.48 million watch hours in Q2, which is crazy. And obviously, the number one EN streamer, Zentreya, is all the way down here in number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that 9? I think it's 9. I don't know. But yeah, essentially, oh no, that's not 9, that's 8, I think. I don't know, I can't count. Oh my god. But yeah, essentially, yeah, Zentreya is obviously pretty low on this list compared to a lot of the global kind of streamers. But, she's still very, very high up there. Let's just say that. Still done a great job. Obviously, yeah, most watch English speaking. We've already seen that one. Most popular VTubers, obviously by average views as well. I don't think there's even EN VTubers on this list. It's all just Japanese VTubers, which is very interesting. Maybe it is due to just the fact that they're more I guess, dedicated. I guess that's the way that you could probably see this. So also very, very interesting. And yeah, that's it. That's it for this entire article. But it's very interesting to see, obviously, how VTubing is growing, how it's changing in terms of, agencies, where people are from and stuff, and obviously how the EN VTubing space is doing too. And it's great to see, obviously, a lot of the Ex-VShojo members are doing great as well, including obviously Zentreya, who is at #1 of the most popular English-speaking VTubers in Q2 of 2025. But yeah, that's all I got for this video. If you guys enjoy it, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameSubs, use my code KATA, get 10% off again. They got a ton of really cool stuff over there. I definitely recommend checking it out. They also have the new V-Card set coming out, which again, is absolutely great. Is out at the moment. I say coming out, it's actually out at the moment, so you guys can get 10% off as well by using my code. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.